It's 6:50 a.m. and my alarm's going off. All I want to do is stay in bed, but I know I have to get up. I shower to try to wake myself up, but nothing seems to work. As I eat breakfast, I think of the long day ahead of me. I don't want to go to school. I'm on my way to school. Just thinking about the long, stressful day I'm about to go through. I want to turn around, but I know I have to go. As I sit through hours of tests and homework, the stress is overwhelming. All I want to do is go home, but I must stay. When I finally get home from practice and eat dinner, it's already getting close to 9 o'clock. Now I have to sit through hours upon hours of homework. All I want to do is go to bed, and I'm having trouble focusing, but I have to get the homework done. Finally, once I finish, it can be close to 1 or 2 a.m., but it's finally time for bed. As I lay here restless, I can't clear my mind. I'm already stressing about what's coming tomorrow, and before I know it, it's morning again. This is a vicious cycle that's only getting worse, and it's leaving me more and more tired. This lack of sleep is very unhealthy. It's a scientific fact that teenagers need between 9 and 9.5 hours of sleep every night. To us, this sounds crazy. Researchers have found that on average, teenagers are sleeping less than 7 hours every night. This is very detrimental to us functioning properly. This lack of sleep, along with other factors, is leading to a lot of stress in our lives. What is stress? In simple, stress is anything that disturbs our mental or physical equilibrium. But as we know, stress is much more than that. It affects our mental and physical health, and it's taking away from us truly living. Another factor that contributes to this stress is balancing school and other activities. For me, balancing sports and school can be really challenging. When I'm in school, I'm focusing on what I have to do after school and practice, and when I'm at practice, I'm focusing on what I have to do in school the next day. Dividing my attention between these two things takes away from my performance in each. Teachers don't care that I have practice, and my coach doesn't care that I have homework. I'm expected to give my all into both activities, which can be very hard to handle. We've all heard teachers say before that they're not assigning a lot of homework, but when we have so many classes, this adds up very quickly and puts a lot on our plate.
I know many of you can relate to the picture that Brandon painted. I know for me, I've had weekends where I've had a volleyball tournament, where we fly out on Thursday, play Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I'll get home Sunday night around midnight, and I'm still expected to turn in an assignment Monday morning as if I'd had the whole weekend to do it. Part of the reason students are so much more stressed about school is the increasing levels of academic competition we face. For example, Stanford's acceptance rate in 1970 was 22.4%, and they only saw 9,800 applicants, whereas this year, their acceptance rate is 4.7%, and they see 24,000 applicants. At UPenn, in 1970, the acceptance rate was 70%, and today it's only 9.4%. A study that recentered SAT scores from the 70s onto the current 2400 scale stated that you were likely admit with a 1500 at Yale, 1400 at Columbia and Penn, and 1300 at Washington U, USC, and Chicago. This goes to show how much has changed over time and how much the standards have increased. Being a student in Fairfax County is both a blessing and a curse. Fairfax County is the third richest county in America and the fourth best school district in Virginia. This means that we have access to a higher education and more opportunities than a lot of other students are able to see. This also means that it becomes very hard to differentiate yourself against a sea of students with GPAs well above 4.0 and stellar test scores. We conducted a Twitter poll, and out of 154 votes, 75% of students voted that school was their number one source of stress. This was more than sports, family, and other combined. This goes to show how much academic competition is getting to us. This year, my math teacher told me about a former student of hers who was unable to get into UVA after bombing one test. UVA was his dream school, but because of this one test that brought his quarter grade down, the school wouldn't accept him anymore. This goes to show why many students lose their integrity. School becomes more about the grade than the value of learning. These two graphs show acceptance rates declining over the years as applicant rates increase. This creates a very challenging environment for students and has many effects on our mental health.
Mental health concerns are becoming more and more common in teenagers today. Studies show that 1 in 5 teenagers suffer from a mental illness. For all you know, it could be the person sitting right next to you. The warning signs of someone suffering from a mental illness are feeling sad, withdrawn, fatigued, repeated drug or alcohol use, difficulty concentrating, and intense worries or fears that get in the way of daily activities like school. How sad is it that the warning signs of someone with a severe mental illness overlap with the description of a stereotypical teenager? Teenagers often don't get enough credit for what they go through. Many parents and teachers think we're being dramatic or whiny when really there's much more than meets the eye. When this many students suffer from psychological problems due to immense amounts of stress, something needs to be done.
So, what are we gonna do? We are not classmates, we are family. Brothers and sisters in one fight, which is life. We need to get over the stress, over the negatives, and focus on the positives. We got people in here who are athletes. We got people who are artists, drama, musical instruments. We're all blessed with gifts, and we need to focus on these gifts and take steps over the stress, one step at a time, together. Because together we can do anything. Climb any wall, tear off any chain, and knock this stress straight out. It won't be easy. If it was easy, we would have already done it. But we're tougher than we think. So join me and tear this stress straight out. It starts with a mindset. Yeah, it will be hard to think positive. I know that. But we have to give it everything we have. Our focus should be on what makes us happy, what our dreams are, not what others want of us. Dreams, whatever they may be, and focus on them. Devote your very being to making yourself happy, and I guarantee you see results. Life is short. You do not know when you're going to pass, so you have to live every moment to the fullest, like it's our last, because that's when we will see results, when we focus on being happy and going after what we want to do in life. That may be a different thing for different people. Some people want to go into business, some want to be entrepreneurs, some want to be stay-at-home moms. Whatever your dream is, go after it, and I promise you, you'll be happy in life. Why settle for this when you can be this? We can't keep focusing on what stresses us out in life, whether that be grades, school, or our future. There's a plan for everything, and we need to trust in that plan. We can't keep focusing on our grades. If we go to school and want to learn, we care about our education, I guarantee you the grades will come with it. Success will come with it, just like in other things. If we set goals and we set our mind to it, we will accomplish it. I promise you. Ask yourself, who do you want to be? And what are you willing to do to make yourself that person? We need to have a mindset of sleep more, stress less. We have to break this constant cycle that we're in. We can't keep worrying about the things we can't control. Instead, focus on making yourself the best you can be. And remember, whatever life throws your way, just keep moving. Take your stress and punch it away. You see that right there? That's an obstacle. Watch me get over it. You can too. I promise you. Just impose your will on your goals, and you can do anything you set your mind to. Believe me. No matter what you're going through, you can get through it. I promise. Take more shots. Set higher goals. Follow your own dreams. And above all, fight the good fight. Life is worth it.